This was the image of Venezuela that did the rounds this week on CNN, the BBC and many more. It wasn't actually a lie, but it was so selective it might as well have been. The police did fire tear gas at about 40 opposition protesters when they tried to invade a highway through Caracas. But the main opposition march ended entirely peacefully, and nobody showed this, a much larger march the same day of mainly poor Venezuelans determined to defend their access to public housing. This is just one example of the extraordinary bias that taints so much coverage of Venezuela. It's not new, but it's getting worse. The Washington Post is leading the pack. This editorial last month tried to justify its call for intervention to bring down the elected government. It said it was well documented that regime forces were responsible for most of the 43 deaths during opposition protests 2 years ago. In fact, what is well documented is that only half a dozen were. It said the government was about to default on its debt. In fact, the Venezuelan government has been religiously making every payment in full and on time. One of the Post's editors continued in similar vein this month. A nation that was the richest in Latin America is now appealing to its neighbors for humanitarian deliveries to prevent epidemics and hunger. Untrue. Only Venezuela's opposition has made such an appeal. To add insult to injury, the stereotypes that populate international coverage of Venezuela are about to be given free rein in a 60-hour TV series. Sony Pictures' El Comandante. The Colombian actor Andrés Parra, who came to fame in the role of Pablo Escobar, will be playing Hugo Chavez.